Oh, hey, Whitby. Hey. Want Mummy to give you a treat? Okay. Come here, sweetheart. Oh. Hey, how are you, sweetie? Good boy? Do you like a treat? There you go. Oh my goodness. Hello, everyone. How lovely to see all those names. Hi. Thank you for waiting while I made the coffee. Did a bit of a comfort break and gave Whitby a treat and said hello to him. Congress baseball game. How is everyone? No, we don't. We don't have a Second Amendment. Don't have the right to bear arms. Never have. Never will have. Oh yeah, that I've heard about that nurse. Yeah. Oh, so hi, Kristen at Uncover the News, Maureen Howe, Debbie Fitzsimmons, Sharon Sipe, hello, Clarence, hi, Renee Rogers, hello, Catherine Stubbs, hi. Yeah, I slept on the lounge last night because I got my shot yesterday. My arm's quite sore, and when I'm in bed, I sleep on my left-hand side, and I didn't want to. So I've just been, I got up a bit earlier and said hello to some people who were watching Chile Inquisitive Tarot and Kathy from, I just got a minute blank there, Guided Light Tarot. And hello. Hi, Bronx Age. I wasn't sure that I'd be on today because I wasn't sure how I'd react to the shot, but so far it's just been a sore arm and tiredness. So, yeah. The Senate Democrats have averted shutdown as GOP agrees to bill. Good. They better pretty much what I said be a last minute thing, really. Corey Lerodowski. Yeah, Queensland's got a few more. I think my trip to Queensland might be in doubt. I'll have to wait and see. 6 more cases there. Hi, Pamela Bryant. Yeah. Oh, bird flu. Yeah, it never rains, but it pours. Hi, Michelle Peterson. Oh, yeah, I know. I heard that. And somebody sent me hugs this morning. Sharon, I think it was you, sent me hugs. Yeah, look, I have scheduled the pet special for tonight, my time. So I will do it if you want a pet special. Yeah, it's just been, I wasn't, feeling 100% earlier in the week and stuff. So, you know how you wait and wait and wait and wait, and something's going to happen, and then you let all your body relax, and then it's like, yeah, a couple of days beforehand. Oh, it's just a bit like that. Hi, Catherine Stubbs. So, I haven't really. Oops, there goes a card. It's telling me to get on with things. The deck is the card that flew out of this little deck was the Chariot Momentum. Get a move on. So I think I'll take that up. I haven't written down any questions, and I haven't even got the latest news feed up. So let's have a look. We'll just get rid of a couple of things on the other screen here. Hi, Pamela Bryant. Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but we got it now. And yeah. It's, yeah, I said, no more drama. That's it. It's done, complete. Nearly a dozen subpoenas organisers of the pro-Trump rallies on January 5th and 6th, including for Katrina Pearson and Maggie Mulvaney. Yeah, uncovering the issue is fantastic for those Bronx age. Hi, Ronald, how are you? Oh, it's Sky News. Joe Biden is fast becoming the most embarrassing president in US history. I don't think so, buddy. Oh, I just saw a flight into Brisbane. Virgin, that's who I'm flying with. It's issued Curvin. Oh, bloody hell. It looks like I'm going to have to cancel my trip. Put it off. Hope not. I'll leave it as late as possible. Let's get a move on. Somebody asked whether that avoidance of a lockdown was just till middle October, or they're funded for the next few months. So tomorrow morning, will that happen? Will that happen? Will they avoid the lockdown? Five of Swords, Queen of Cups. Yeah. I think McConnell's been told by a few of them, and I don't know the names or anything, he might have been told, we'll cross the floor, which is what we do here in Australia. So they'll give it the thumbs up regardless of what the Republicans want. So just agree. They don't want to have to answer into another government shutdown. McConnell's power is waning. Good morning, my darling. I'm doing a live. I'm fine, thank you. I am doing a live.
What's that?
I'm doing a live.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to clean the pan yourself, sorry.
Cool. No
worries. New Zealand makes potting. Oh, there's 6 cases in Queensland. It's looking more and more likely that I will have to put the trip off. So it's a pain in the butt, but you know, I'm not going to put other people at risk either. So
that 6 local today, new?
No.
6 total.
Oh yeah, 6 new cases. Yeah. They've been traced to clusters and all that, but still.
Have they locked down?
No, not yet. But they are bringing in restrictions and masks and stuff.
Oh, they want to play with it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Okay, so that's our good mornings. You just got out of bed.
Oh, Bobby. I know you were so upset. You wanted to go see your family.
I'll get there eventually, babe. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
It will happen.
Oh,
Everyone's saying hi to you.
hi, guys.
Hi, ANW. Now, any questions, guys? Come on, I haven't got any written down because I woke up about 5 minutes before hopping on here on the lounge from a bit of a nap. And I thought, oh, hop on. So I didn't actually prepare any questions. So please give me questions. Give me questions. Yeah. Oh, Biden will sign it, I think. Hi, Melinda from False Teeth Real Tarot. But come on, give us a question, guys. I haven't really had a look at the news, so, or anything, so. How was the jab? Not that sort of question. It was fine. It didn't hurt at all. But my arm's very sore now, and I'm just tired. And they said that you could get very tired. Yeah. James is a bit worried because he hasn't had any side effects. You have?
Yeah.
What?
Just a sore arm.
Oh, you got the sore arm. Does that make you feel better?
Oh, yeah, wonderful.
He was worried because he's saying, "Are side effects telling you that it's working?" I said, "Not everyone gets side effects." Stephen Miller, okay. All right, I'll have a look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Chuck Grassley, is that who you're talking about? Will the schools in New York close because of COVID? Because, yeah, you're heading back to school time, aren't you? Trump still wants to use Electric Avenue by Eddie Grant, and Eddie's saying no. Well, I don't blame him. He slept the better part of 2 weeks after the vaccine case and stuff. So, well, yeah. Tiredness was one of the ones. We've got the Pfizer. Florida sues Biden administration over immigration policy. Well, the fact is that Trump introduced that policy, so yeah, that's not going to go anywhere. Will Collins be gone soon? Who's Colin? How's Trump Wompy feeling now? Trumpy Wompy. Oh, yeah, we can have a look at Trump. Will Grassley be re-elected? Is he? I thought he was resigning. I thought he was resigning. Has he changed his mind? Hi, Katie from Kathleen J. Lightworker. How are ya? Did Trump put down or something and hurt his butt? Man or woman who gets the first indictment? Oh. I think it'll be a man. Oh, Collins of Maine. Yeah, okay. Okay. Hi, Jalicia. Nancy Pelosi, we can have a check-in on Nancy. Thanks for the questions, guys. No, I don't know what it's like in America, but you can't fib about getting a shot here. It's all written down. It all goes through your Medicare. So it's on record, like, within hours.
We get a written record. Chris?
Yeah.
They said we can apply for a certificate.
Yeah, you get it through my government from Medicare. Yeah, no problem. Will Haley be indicted? Haley Nikki Haley, I need more information. Will Cheney vote with Dems? Well, most of them who got through, they're going to be assessed, and either most of them, I think, will be sent home, Bronx. But some will be able to stay. But yeah, most of them will be sent home. It's not the best situation how that happened, but they had a huge influx last time, and you know, things happen, and yes, it's hard with the political situation and then the earthquake and stuff. But yeah, Josh Hawley, what's in his future? Okay, so those who managed to get in to the US and all that, they will be assessed fairly, but I do feel that most of them will be sent home. There'll be a percentage who will try. Oh, well, thank you. I feel better, even though I'm a bit tired and all that. But yeah, so let's get on with it, hey? I'm going to do a quick prayer. Just ask truth and compassion. Protection to be placed over myself. Oh my goodness. Universal spirit access to original knowledge, communication record. High quality of knowledge and and thank you to Spirit for any help that it may give me. Okay. A mega comet, one so humongous it was me previously, is heading towards our solar system. Wow, interesting. So it's not in our solar system yet, so I don't think we need to worry for a while. Okay, let's get into it. Oh. So asking for a sphere of protection. I'm going to have a look at Stephen Miller. What is happening with Stephen Miller? God. Oh, Jesus. Please help me from clarity and time. Please protection. Energy. Seven of Swords. He has gotten away with a lot. He really has. One of the aspects of the Seven of Swords is that you can't, there comes a time where you have to face up to the consequences of that action. It can be a consequences card. You can no longer dodge the repercussions of what you've been doing and what you've been getting away with. And I feel like that applies here to him. Okay, but he really has gotten a lot with. Two of Wands. He's been sitting in the background, just, you know, devising strategies and plans and things. And, you know, it sort of feels like he might be feeling ready to enact some of those. Yeah, Page Wands. He's looking towards coming out fairly soon and starting talking. I mean, he has been on television you know, every now and then, but I feel like he's going to be ramping that up. Unfortunately, he's not going away. Ramping up to talk about plans, actions. He feels like he's got an important message that Americans have to listen to. It's not a good message. It's not important, but he really does believe it.
Oh.
He's looking at making deals. Yeah, he's gonna be coming out. You're gonna be hearing him more because he's making plans and deals, possibly a book. So who would publish him? I don't know. And possibly with the lovers here, with you know, those television networks, One America, all that sort of stuff. I don't know about Fox. What's the outcome for him? Nine of Swords. Okay, the outcome here is anxiety and worry. So even though he's been planning to get out and spread the word more and made, you know, plans to do that and deals with people to do that, yes, people who have been unruly, they're going to be on a no-fly list for a while. It's not going to be forever, but it might be for like, it'll be 6 months or 12 months, just depending on how bad they were. And if they were really, really bad, they'll be banned for life from that airline. So yes, there are no-fly lists, and there will be more. Now back to Stephen Miller. Okay. 6 of Wands, anxiety. Then there's he's going to be feeling he's anxious that people aren't going to be listening to his message. Now, another function of the 6 of Wands, of course, is the messenger for the emissary. Who he feels the emissary is, I have no idea. Could be Trump, but he's used Trump to get his message and his policies through. But there's still anxiety, and the opposite of victory, of course, is defeat. So, and this is in his outcomes. He's going to be suffering from anxiety, and he's not going to be feeling as victorious as he thinks he should be. Yeah, if you can put them in all caps, that would be great. King of Wands. I'm wondering if he's going to be subpoenaed by January 6th commission, or subpoenaed for something else. The King of Wands, his downfall is tied to Trump's, definitely. But despite how he's feeling now, and his determination to keep getting his message out, I just feel like there is a downfall coming for him. Pay the devil his due. You need, you know, his message is not good. It's a horrible message. And the fact of the matter is that less people listen to him than they think, yeah, Trump, yes. But the actual Miller part of it is like, yeah, that's so-so. That is turning people away. Just got to check something. The fire and his ego. His ego. It's falling down amongst the ego. It's just it's going to be the end of him, because he really holds himself up to a high standard. In fact, I think he feels that he was the power behind the throne with Trump. He's certainly, the Empress, he's certainly been looking for more fertile fields. Has he got a downfall coming? Let's do 3 down here. Judgment is coming for him. Wake up, buddy, because, you know, it's time for you to move on. You can either stay where you are or move on and live a better life. And I think, honestly, I do think it's going to be this side for him. Prosecution. 10 of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, he's got not the best. He still thinks he's bulletproof, but he's not, and he's going to learn that. Oh, pardon the odds. It's been a bit wet this morning here. It was a bit cool, so I'll take this off because it's warmed up a wee bit. No one should question General Milley's loyalty to our country. That's true. Yeah. Hi, Sophie from Bright Opal. How are you? Now, what's next? Bronx Sage. You asked, are the schools in New York going to have to shut down because of COVID? Bill de Blasio, is he running for mayor again? Because his mind came in. He's just the mayor. Oh, well, okay. Home. It's reversed. So you could say that these are the schools and people celebrating going back to school, but it's reversed. So it's being drawn away from them. So that to me indicates that, yes, very likely the schools are going to be shut down. Leadership, but stubbornness. The King of Wands, stubbornness, leadership, not a renewal. With the little lizard down the bottom, which indicates renewal of some sort. It could be renewal of the school year, but things are upside down here with the King. It's not as stable as it should be. Temperance, reversed. So, yeah, still too much instability. We've got tipping point. Things are at tipping point. This is really, really unfair because the Temperance, of course, is a major arcana, which can indicate major areas of life. And in this case, it's children's education. Education is a major area of life, and the education is being juggled with being able to, you know, stay safe and stay well. And it's so far COVID is winning. It's really an unfair balance here. I was just checking. every card so far has been reversed. Strategies and plans that they had, and why? Because strategies and plans they had to get kids back to school is just turned on their head. Yeah, no, I see schools. It's not going to be easy. I see schools not being able to open up. If they do, it'll be for a short while and then have to shut down. Guys, I'm not going to read on the Landry case. And please don't ask me to read on whether Dog the Bounty Hunter will fine him or not. I just think that he's using a very tragic situation to, so don't ask me to read on whether Dog the Bounty Hunter is going to fine him or not, because I won't. He's shoved himself into this case nationally because it's so prominent, and when there are other people have been missing for years and years and years, or minorities, people struggling to get their message out. What about this young person? What about this young geologist who went missing? Nobody, doing anything about that. Then he's latched onto this. If he wants to use his reputation, his fame, his program for something, why not help out those other families? Why latch onto the biggest profile thing? It's disgusting. Okay, so don't ask me to read on Dog the Bounty. I know nobody has. Okay, I know nobody has. So just fair warning, I won't read on whether he'll find this guy or not. Oh, sweetie, I could do with the hot coffee.
Yeah, sure. What? Instant? Okay.
Instant with cream, yeah. I made one for myself just before I got on. So. Yeah, why doesn't he use his fame and his program to, highlight some of the others instead of latching onto this really prominent one? It's a horrible situation. I'm not going to lessen it in any way because it is a horrible situation, but there are so many people, so many families who are going through the same thing and nobody knows about it. Okay. House committee subpoenas organisers of January 6th rally. How is that going to go for them? Oh, Bronx Sage, I presume is living in the Bronx, says, can you send her a copy or him a copy? I don't know whether you're male or female or Bronx Sage, so can you send them a copy? You just woke up from a nap, Marie Sutton. Female, okay. You're a fresh bunch, yeah. Flirting with my husband. Okay, so yeah, look, I do feel that Bronx, unfortunately, I feel there's a really big chance that the schools are not going to be able to reopen. I haven't looked at the situation in New York for quite a while, so. Omarosa beats Trump, potentially opening floodgates. What's she done? How's Trump feeling at the moment? If you use your arm, it does feel better. I've just discovered or maybe that's the Panadol Osteo that I had before.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Okay, how's Trump feeling? What's Omarosa done? Oh, to drop the NDA. Absolutely cool. Absolutely. That's great. Well, that'll be interesting. We might have a look at that. What's going to come out of, what's she going to let out now, Omarosa? What is she going to let out of the bag? Your little bag. And what's going to be coming out of the bag here? Woohoo! Trump. So how is Trump feeling? I wonder how is Trump feeling? Let's do. How is Trump feeling? What's on the bottom? 7 of coins. Bitching. He wants answers from everybody as to how it lost, and he still doesn't believe that consequences apply to him. He really doesn't. Okay. 10 of Wands. Oh, poor me, poor me. Nobody loves me. Everybody hates me. Think I'll eat some worms.
It's an Aussie thing, isn't it?
Oh, it's an universal, babe. 10 of Wands. Poor me. My struggle is worse than anybody else's. Stephanie Grisham's book. I'll read that too.
Okay.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Right here.
Just right there. Thank you, darling.
Okay.
I'm still trying to get him to agree to a incognito appearance, in disguise appearance for my Halloween special. This will be her second book, won't it? Stephanie Grisham's written the first one. Yeah. Yeah, so he's feeling like, oh, but you know, all the slings and arrows. It's interesting that it's got some arrows going down there. Now, I read something about the symbolism of arrows, and I believe it's something about swift movement. Hang on, I've got the text. I read it in. Hang on a minute. Arrows, speed, strength, and willpower. He's feeling the burden, and the arrows are going down. So it's like they're just dropping out of the sky here. It looks like that, doesn't it? So losing speed and strength and willpower. His challenge is judgment. People are waking up. People are waking up. This is his challenge. It's judgment. People are waking up. And the judgment is not necessarily falling on his side. The trumpet is blowing, heralding change for him. And it's interesting that it's mainly covering, it's not really, the blast of the trumpet isn't touching the woman and child, it's hitting the guy. He's getting a whole blast of the trumpet. Judgment is not working for him, and it's heralding a big change for him, and he's not going to wake up. But I do think that there's always going to be people who won't. There's going to be this core that will never think. But more and more people every day are waking up and saying they might still love Trump, but what they're waking up to the fact is that things cannot continue as they are. They might still love Trump and want to support him and all that, but they are also realizing that there's other things that have to be done worshipping one man is not going to change things. And I think that's where the Trump fatigue is coming in. And the advice for Trump, it's another major arcana, another big life lesson. And it's the last two. This is the last one in the major arcana, the world card. But these last two, the end of a journey, the end of the fool's journey, with changes, end of one, start of the other. The advice here is for him to get ready for the big change that is coming to you. Why? Six of Wands. His attempts to overthrow a victory and his attempts to win victory. I'll do some clarifiers on that in a minute. Hi, Michael Dow. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Hi, Karen Anderson. Deborah Costro, hello. She was on the lounge.
Yeah,
and hiding under the table because I accidentally bumped her on the head earlier.
That's why.
I was putting my top on and my arm got caught, and then it went Trump, and poor little thing caught my knuckles on her head. Not hard, but
no, she was in a really weird mood. That's why.
Yeah.
She's like swatting me and.
Yeah, get away from me. Yeah.
Yeah, never seen her like
it was
that.
Totally and yeah, I know. It's only when she accidentally cops her. Yeah, she was sitting next to me on the lounge, and I was adjusting my top, and the arm got caught, and it went Trump, and it flew out, and accidentally gave her one on the noggin. Like and yeah.
Whitby'd never be like that. Oh,
no.
Buddy. Give him some treats. Get out of the tree.
So this is all making this Seven of Pentacles, the consequences card, assessment and consequences. It's all making it, bringing it to the fore a bit too. So the Six of Wands, all about his attempts at victory, maybe even the 2016 as well. What are the outcomes for him? Eight of Coins. He still thinks he's details. The thing is, these NDAs, one's fallen, others are going to fall. So more and more details are going to come out about Trump. There must have been something in that NDA, and it's probably a standard one that he uses, that says, well, no, they're just no good. Queen of Cups. Lots of, the lid's coming off. This queen, she's got, things have been suppressed. The thing about the Queen of Cups is that if she's reversed, it can be about smothering and suppressing things. Well, this isn't reversed, and it's like she's got a look on her face that says, the lid's coming off, baby. The lid's coming off. King of Swords in his outcomes, prosecution. I've been trying to picture Trump in jail myself, long term, in prison, not necessarily jail where you're held for things, but in prison. And I can't see him in prison either, but that doesn't mean he's not going to face prosecution. I have seen the perp walk, and I have seen him being confined, like, won't be Florida, but it'll be like somewhere else, where he's not going to be able to leave the house. 10 of Coins. Oh, okay. Now this is things where the lid's going to blow off in prosecution, and it's going to be Trump walk. At the moment, the biggest concern for him will have to be Trump walk. Oh, interesting. Former Bush staffer Dowd. He's changed to, he's good, Dowd, actually. He's going to run as a Democrat for Lieutenant Governor of Texas. You know what? I think he went and saw George W. Bush and he said, look, I'm swapping to Democrat, because he would have been a Republican to be a staffer for Bush. And I'm going to run. And he has Bush's blessing. Will he win? So at the base of this is his victories, but also the outcome is the downcome of his whole legacy. So this business as well as other things. Let's have a look at the victory one. We'll get a different deck here to act as a clarifier. A little purple one, my purple and gold, my favourite clarifying deck. This little deck is my favourite clarifying deck, and it is from a little thing called the Everyday Tarot deck. You can get it on Amazon. It's not very expensive. And it's by Bridget Esselmont and illustrations by Eleanor Gross. And it's out of Philadelphia by Running Press. And it's one of my favourite, and I love the gold and the purple and the white. It's one of my favourite clarifying decks. Yeah. So what's this about the Six of Wands? Oh, long hidden secrets coming out. This is why he's got to be prepared. Here's the world again. Yeah. Yeah, and it's about 2020, and it could be about both of them. Is it about both elections? I feel it's like just the 2021 that they're all going to concentrate on, and they'll look at the other one later. For now, it's the 2020, but also there's going to be some things brought before a court. I have an idea that the lid's going to come off. I do think that I still, even though most of it is going to be about 2020, I do feel that things are still going to come out about 2016 as well. So that'll hark back to that. That might get people looking anew at it. Hi, GMAR5. Hi, Linda Sandoval. How are you feeling, my darling? Are you feeling better? I hope you start to feel a bit better. Okay. Will Grassley be re-elected? Yeah, Greyhound shouldn't have allowed those agents on board without warrants. That's So will Chuck Grassley be re-elected? Firstly, I think we should ask, will he be primaried? Will he win a primary? Queen of Swords, maybe. Ace of Coins, yes. Two of Cups, yes. But I do feel there might be a primary because he was saying that he was going to retire and somebody else has been gearing up to go for his seat. Yeah. So there's going to be a primary. He might not even win that. Will he win the primary? Thanks, Bronx Sage. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Will he win? Ace of Coins again. I did a good shuffle too. Two of Coins. He's got a lot more experience. Yeah, he'll win because he's got a lot more experience at manifesting what he wants. He'll win the primary. This is what I'm talking about here. So he'll win the primary. Will he win his seat back? He's 88. I'm trying to remember what state he's from again. What's Grassley? What state is Grassley from? Will he win his seat back? Yes, that's been undergoing. Yes, that's been happening for years and years. Native title and transfer of ownership. That's been. I know that the Daintree one has been going on for years, and it's been in progress for years. And it's great that it's finally happened. Yeah. So will Chuck Grassley win his Senate seat back, or will he be beaten by a Democrat? Will he lose his Senate seat to a Democrat? Chuck Grassley. Will he lose his Senate seat to a Democrat? Will Chuck Grassley lose his Senate seat to a Democrat? Don't worry about that. King of Wands. That's a yes, that he will use. 10 of Coins. That's a yes, that he will lose. I asked, will he lose? Yes, and the Wheel of Fortune. It's time. It's time for him to move on. For whatever reason, he's trying to dodge retirement at 88. Come on. I'd have retired at 68 if I were him. But it's time. It's something he can't really stop happening. It is time. It is time for him to go into that other stage of his life. So he's going to lose. He won't win his seat back. He will win. So will Chuck Grassley lose to a Democrat? But what if he doesn't win the primary? What if somebody else wins? Will a Democrat still win the seat, the Senate seat? Thank you, Sherby Disgurdo. Thank you very much. And welcome. It's lovely to see you here. Will a Democrat win that seat regardless of who's running? Ten of Swords, Queen of Wands, Four of Cups, possibly not. Possibly not. Yeah, if he's primaried out and doesn't win the primary, if he's primary, the Republican who wins the primary will probably win it, and the Democrats won't get it. So it's, but then we've got 10 of Coins, 6 of Wands, victory. So improving chances, but who knows? Knave of Swords, 6 of Wands. High Priestess, 8 of Queens. I think it'll be a tougher fight, but they will probably still persevere with the 6 of Wands, with the victory card, the 9 of Swords sitting pretty. It's one of those seats that if they get it, it will help improve the majority. But there's a couple of negative cards here with the 4 of Cups, with people just not bothering to vote because they don't feel like, what's the point? Republicans always win this seat. But I do feel like if they fight strong, that there's a good chance that they will win it, but it's going to be a tougher fight. Okay. Oh, now, man or woman? I've written down man or woman, and then I've got no idea why I've written it down. Oh my goodness! Oh, that's just right. That's just me all over. Nancy Pelosi next on the list. If somebody can remind me why I wrote down man or woman, ... slash. Nancy Pelosi. I love using this deck for Nancy, actually. I'm always. And this is the Magic of Tarot deck. The Magic of Tarot deck. It is just, it's one of the ones that, apart from the court cards and the arcana, it's just got how many? It's not got a lot of, but it's still vibrant and colourful and got an energy of its own. And yeah. Oh, first indictment. Thank you. Thank you, Em. Okay, will it be a man? First indictment for what? Yeah, Harley girl, but for what? Indicted for what? The 11, the 1/6 commission? Will it be a man? Yes. Got the world here. A woman? No. 5 of Swords. No. It'll be a man. Hi, JC. Harley girl. Hi. Okay, Nancy Pelosi. Let's check in on Nancy Pelosi. I am doing the pet special tonight. I'm going to limit it to an hour and a half. So I'll take the first 5 people who have a question, and then I'll stop. And if I get through them, I'll invite a couple more questions. So. That's all right, Harley girl. That's fine. It'll be a man. Okay. So, Nancy Pelosi. God, the harsh truth and compassion. Knight of Wands, passion. This is what drives this woman. The joy will he be gone before Christmas. I've written that down, Estelle Harrington. And how are you, my darling? Okay, yeah, passion drives this woman, And she can be a real taskmaster, but she's not unreasonable. Okay? When she feels that it is absolutely necessary, she is a my way or the highway type person. But that does not mean she's unreasonable, and that does not mean that she will dismiss anyone's arguments or that. She does listen. There's been some legendary clashes between her and AOC, but AOC is going to become a better leader. She's learning a lot from Nancy, and the thing that leads to those clashes is that they're both driven by passion, both of them, and protection for not just the people of their districts, whatever, but for the people of and their states, but for the people of their country. They're both protectors, and this is, yeah. Looking at Nancy Pelosi in the Page of Cups, she's also a very emotive person, a very emotional person, and sometimes that comes out. But she knows that letting her emotions rule her head is not going to get the job done that she's been asked to do. And hello to everyone who's watching who isn't in the chat. Thank you, heartfelt thanks as always for watching. Rigby, if you're watching, hello. Rigby doesn't hop in the chat, but yeah. Page of Cups. In her past, in her near future, 10 of Cups, it's like, it's not the Republican part in this. It is like, coming to the conclusion of a long and emotional road. She's given everything. I think she's maybe had a little bit of surprising news in the recent past. The 10 of Cups, and of course the 10s are the end of a cycle in some cases. But she's like, she's given everything. And they changed to daylight savings this weekend. Okay, thank you, Em. You do, Em. So New South Wales and Victoria are going to be 3 hours ahead. Thanks, Dal. Very much cup runneth over. She seems to have this inexhaustible fuel, but it is coming to a point where she's going to have to consider, should she go on anymore? Queen of Pentacles, resources. So she's coming to a decision. Should she go on? Resources. She is the queen of fundraising And she really feels that the Democrats need that as well. Two of Cups. I think she's maybe talking to somebody about the future. I do think she's going to run next year, but I think that might be her last year. And she is talking to somebody, Two of Cups, somebody who will take her place. I just got the daughter. It would not be an easy handover, but her daughter's, you know, no slouch herself. Page of Wands, news, talking, actions. 10 of Wands. Again, the 10, success. Seeing, I think she's determined to see the Biden government through this midterm election to success. And then Two of Swords, but she is reaching a crossroads. She is definitely reaching a crossroads, and she's definitely talking to someone about being her successor. Three of Wands, ships coming in. She is certainly fully aware. It's got the devil with ego. She certainly, I love this devil because it's got the negative on one side and the better angel on the left. And she's certainly aware of her own downfalls in not always listening to her better angels. And she's seen the consequences of that. And the World. Chuck Grassley got the World too. Preparing to go into a different stage, coming to the end of her journey. And she knows that. She's really contemplating what to do next year. Apart from handling everything else, at the bottom of everything else is she going to run again? If not, who is she going to put up to replace her? And then to secure things and set things up for 2024. Yeah. But she's also received some surprising and emotional news. Oh, could be about something that's this Page of Cups in the recent past. She's received some news about something that's sort of could lead to a change for her. It could be health. The first thing that bumped into my mind was health. So she's doing her job. She's getting on and doing her job, but behind the scenes, she's got a lot of contemplating to do. She's talking to people. So let's hope and pray that her health is okay. It could just be something that you get when you're older, but it is something that's going to have an impact on her in the future. It's something that's reminding her of where she is at in her stage of life. But overall, yeah, she's okay, I think. But she is contemplating everything that's going on. So that's Omarosa, yes, she did. She won hi Sandra Henderson, her lawsuit, and I've got a question about that too. How much is going to come out now? Next on the list is Josh Hawley. Let's have a look at Josh Hawley. I don't particularly like looking at them, man. I mean, wow. Let's have a look at Josh Hawley. What deck of cards here? We'll go to the Mythic Tarot, I think. Hi, Eddie Smith, 2,500. How do pence? Oh, yes, I can do pence. Okay, we'll put pence down. We can have a look at pence. What's going on with him? Go 2024 too. He was sticking out in all sorts of angles. So that's why I love my scarves. My hair is just all over the place, especially as I do a home haircut. And there's this really stubborn bit here that insists on sticking out all the time. A quick scarf, it dresses it up, that makes it look a bit rakish. Not the huge mess it really is. Hi, Human Generic. How are you, my darling? It's lovely to see you. And yes, Eddie Smith, I have written pence down. Josh Hawley. What's going on? And okay, Maureen, Will Putin. I've got an arrow leading up from the bottom. I'm here. Josh Hawley. Got questions down to here, and now I've put an arrow leading up to Putin. Release dirt on the Trumps. So let me try and get through some of these questions before people ask any more. Okay. So Josh Hawley. What's going on with Josh Hawley? He's the senator. When was he elected? Anyone know when he was elected? Was he re-elected last year or elected last year? What's his he's not a bad looking dude. 2024. He's up for re-election, but he's proof that not everything that's got a nice package in a nice, not everything that has a nice, not package. I don't know if you've got it. I don't even want to think about his package. That not everything that's wrapped nicely is good. It's good. Hi, Angie. So he's not up till 2024, but let's have a look at what's going with him. Yeah, he was elected in 2018. Missouri. Oh, yeah, Missouri. Where's Roy Blunt up? They're all sworn in freshly, aren't they? But he was elected since 2011. 2011. He's up for re-election, isn't he? Roy Blunt. So we'll have a quick look at him too. So Roy Blunt's up for re-election, isn't he? Roy Blunt looks like a cartoon character. But we'll have a look at Josh Hawley. Please don't use the P word. Queen of Wands. Josh Hawley, the Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is interesting. Wands about ideas, creativity, great communicators as well, and swift moving. But the look on this woman's face is like, well, I'm here, so what do I do now? So often people go from the Senate into the big seat. But it's like, well, I got myself here. What do I do now? It's like this person has got a vacuous look on their face. Like they're there. They've got all the trappings, but they're not sure what they should be doing. Confusion. It's like, been a bit of a fairy tale like thing for him, and he's not sure what to do. In the past, the Queen of Cups. Oh, he is ruled by queens. Ruled by queens. In the past, the Queen of Cups. Again, this leads to the confusion, because in terms of levels of maturity, it's like he's not stuck at a page or even at the fire. You know, he's at that level of his life where he hasn't reached full potential yet. He's been feeling smothered in the past. These are not happy looking women. And it's like, well, and he's got no idea how to step forward to reach full potential. And he's been, in the past, he's felt smothered. Like he's been wanting to move forward, but it's sort of been like tamped down. Oh, in his near future, he better be prepared, because there's some assessment and consequences. Assessment and consequences in his near future. So it's why should he be prepared for assessment and consequences? Tower moment, because there's a huge tower moment coming for this man. Huge change. Change is not always bad, but this is like Poseidon, the king of the water. This is Biden, and it's to do, the tower moment is to do with Biden. He stood there and he supported things that were happening and everything. And yeah, it's he's in for a bit of unforeseen catastrophe. We'll put it at that. Sudden disruptive change. What are the outcomes for him? Ace of Swords. Some truth is going to be coming out about him. The Moon. Secrets, lies, and deceptions. This isn't just a two-faced person or a two-faced dog. This is 3 faces. Secrets, lies, and deceptions, all 3. You might think, what's the difference between a lie and a deception? Well, a deception can be misdirection, where a lie is outright false. Ace of Cups. Overwhelming emotion and a blockage too for him. This person's not looking happy, and she's holding up this really, really heavy cup. And it's like, can I keep holding it? It's like more of a burden than anything. Ooh, 5 of Swords. So truth coming out, secrets, lies, and deceptions. The Ace of Cups, not being able to hold. I do feel he's not in for the most emotionally steady time. Five of Swords, abuse of his position, abuse of power. Will he have to resign? Seven of Swords, gotten away with stuff. Ace of Wands, Nine of Swords. He's in for a really anxious time. Will he have to resign? He's going to have to face up to some consequences. He can't avoid them. The Seven of Swords. He's gotten away with stuff, but he's not going to be able to get away with it any longer. The Ace of Wands and the Nine of Swords, anxiety, nightmares, new energy into his nightmares. Is this all to do with the 1/6 commission? Let's ask that. We've got Knight of Pentacles on the bottom. Four of Swords, retirement, having to withdraw, and the Devil. His ego, his actions, time to pay the devil is due. He might not even make it to 2024. Is he going to have to? I wonder what's going to happen. I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't necessarily always go for that, but he's definitely going to try. He's been trying to slow things down and use his lawyers to slow things down. Is that going to be successful? Let's have a look under that. Queen of Swords, judgment, being called forth to answer his questions. The Hermit, things coming out, conflict and judgment. Justice, yeah. He's in for a bit of a tough time. So, Blunt. Is Blunt up for re-election next year? Roy Blunt. He really does look like a cartoon character. (2018). When is Roy Blunt up for re-election? Does anyone know if Roy Blunt is up for re-election this year? He defeated Claire McCaskill in the 2018 election. So he's not up until 2024 either. Okay. Is it 2020? Okay, next on the list, Omarosa. What's happening? What is going to happen now that she's won her case? It's more going to come out. She's going to come out with another book. Renee Rogers. Roy Blunt was up for re-election in 2022, but he announced he will not seek re-election. But he defeated Claire McCaskill in 2018. So wouldn't that mean he's not up for re-election? 2016 election.
Your fault she's in a snotty mood.
Okay. So, will a Democrat win Roy Blunt's seat? I thought he wasn't up until 2024. That's all right. That's all right, sweetheart. Mummy didn't mean to bonk you on the head.
Taking it out on me. Shoot, slowly. There you go, baby. She's never seen her this moody before.
Except after you accidentally shut her in the dryer and turned it on.
Oh, God, that was terrible.
That was awful. She was okay. She was only in there for a couple of minutes. Oh, my God.
She still gets sorry to disturb you, guys.
Okay.
She still jumps.
Hawley beat Claire McCaskill. Okay, yeah. So Roy Blunt will not be seeking re-election. Will his seat be won by a Democrat? The world change resolution. That's a big yes, by the way. And it's a high impact change because, of course, every Senate seat that, babe, sweetheart, oh, sexy. Hey, James. Nine of coins is yes. Strategy. The strategy's in play. The two of wands. Celebration. Nine of coins offers looking forward to a better future. Full of energy and creativity with the Ace of Cups. There will be, yeah, I thought that there with the Knight of Cups, there's always a bit of doubt. There can be. So overflowing emotions, and then there's somebody's ego. So I do think there's gonna be an attempt to try and steal that particular election. Yeah, somebody might try and hold up certification of it and hold it. But I do feel, will a Democrat win it? Yes. But there's going to be an attempt to cheat or lie or take it back because the person who they're running against will not want to concede. So they're going to try and steal it with the devil, the Seven of Swords. They're going to try things that they've tried in the past, and the Ten of Swords. But it's a definite yes with the King of Cups. Yep. Why? It's going to be a really, really good person for the job, possibly a female. Hey, James. You can't hear me. Did I go off? I don't think so. Yay! Am I still here? Can you still see me? Hello? see me? Yeah. Will Claire McCaskill? Okay, well, I can ask that question. So, yeah, I do think it might be a woman who runs. What's going on? Yep, everyone can see me. Okay, will Claire McCaskill run again? Will it be Claire McCaskill? Will she be back in the Senate? Hi, Shelby Lisa. There's certainly some communication on that. She's thinking about it, but she's keeping things pretty much close to her chest at the moment, so she's not sure on that. She's actually been quite happy where she is in the background. I actually think she's quite happy where she is, but if Biden asks her to, she will, and she will win. But yeah, so she could be. Hi, crazy cat lady Farley. You can dream. Will Hawley go to jail for 1/6? If he's charged with it, he will have to resign. If he's indicted, we'll ask, will he be indicted first? Will Hawley be indicted over 1/6? No, but justice will come into the matter, and no. But then if we look at it, if we look at it simply without the yes, no, the 8 of Cups is walking away, justified in walking away, and the 8 of Swords is confinement. So we'll do another layer. 10 of Wands. There's lots of no's here, but there's also heartbreak. 10 of Wands, a struggle, heartbreak, justified heartbreak, a change for him that he cannot. 5 of Swords, abuse of power, prosecution, an offer he doesn't want. He's definitely got some pretty big stuff coming to him. Remember, he got the Tower. Hi, Greta. Hi, Sharon Sight. Thank you so much for the hugs earlier. I am feeling a lot better. I was doing a video. I was doing my video on the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy Grail, and James accidentally interrupted once, and it wasn't enough to bring it to a screeching halt. And I paused and said, "Oh, can you please not?" And he went back and he completely forgot and came back and totally scuppered the whole lot. So I had to stop it completely, and I'm going to have to do it again. But that happens sometimes, you know, things happen. So that's the delay with that one. But you know what? I think because that happened, I wasn't meant to read on it at that time. So I'll have another go. Hi, Cartomancy. Next on the list, Omarosa. What is going to come out? Is she going to let more stuff out of the bag? She's going to write another book. Feels like I've been on a lot longer than I have. So, yeah. Hey, I'm just going to go heat up this coffee. So I'll be back in about 30 seconds, okay? Oh, ow, 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 ow. Just my hips. I have to do some walking exercise. Hey, babe. Sweetheart.
Yeah.
Could you do me another coffee?
Oh, no.
Have you been ignoring me?
What?
Have you been ignoring me?
Oh, no.
You've been neglecting the love of your life.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just
Oh,
gonna.
no, I didn't hear you.
Yeah,
I didn't hear you.
yeah.
Yeah, come on. You have to bring up the dryer thing. And she said,
Ow, you hit my arm.
did you tell them about the surgery?
What surgery?
When I told the lady, she hit my injection
Oh.
arm. Behaving like a couple of kids. Oh no, she's really dirty.
Yeah, I'm still getting a dirty look. Yeah. It was an accident, darling. Mummy's too scared of you to hit you on purpose. Oh, you.
Okay.
Oh, you.
What? Well, that's only because I know how to scratch her.
Suck ass.
She's under my power.
Yes.
I've learned how she likes to be scratched.
She's under your power. The
Yeah,
poor deluded man. He thinks that the cat is under his power.
Yeah.
He accidentally. I gave him a quick hug. And he ran his arm down my arm and forgot, as I did yesterday when I poked him in the arm, that we've been injected. Got a sore arm from the injection. We were at the surgery waiting because, you have to wait 15 minutes here in Australia before you go home. Yes.
Okay, no worries.
And I wanted to say something to him, so I went over and I went poke into his left arm, and he's like, "Ow!" It wasn't sore at all at that stage, by the way.
Yeah, like
And he's going, "Look, she's beat me up." And the woman at the surgery's like, "I didn't see anything." Hi, Laura Carlton. Hi, Pamela Bryant. Hi, Linda B. Now, how much is going to come out from Omarosa? Whoa, is she going to spill big time? Let's have a look. Oh, she's getting lots and lots of offers. Now that NDA is out of the way, she's getting lots of offers. Lots of offers. And repeating a path, which can happen with the hedge, the gap in the hedge, repeating a path. I think she's going to write another book. She's getting lots of offers. Manifestation. She has got receipts. She's got everything she needs to move forward. And she's like, this is a really, you know what, this is a start. She started a new journey when she turned on Trump. And it's been sort of, she took a big leap of faith, and she's been, hello, sweetheart. Does this mean I'm forgiven? Can I show everyone your pretty face? Can I show everyone your pretty face? You know, Mummy didn't mean to bonk you on the head. Show everyone your pretty face. No? So it's like she's ready now. She's been gathering her stuff to really step out and start this new journey. Oh, she's got a lot of stuff that she's kept. And it's also, I think she's going to also, one of the things she spoke to about in her first book was how she got to where she got with falling into it. And we've got the beacon here. So bringing out more. And of course, one of the things with the beacon, it's a new one. But she's going to be bringing out even more stuff that she kept back because she didn't want her case to be jeopardized by bringing out too much and stuff. But it's also a warning, don't get sucked into this like I did. But I've come out of it. So if you're, so there's way more secrets she's got there, and she's going to bring out. And also with a warning. And why is she ready? She's celebration. She's had that win, and she's got more and more support building, and of course the offers. So is she going to be spilling the beans? Yes, she's going to be spilling the beans about 2016, what she knows about 2016. I get an idea that it's not necessarily going to be, all of it's going to be public. What she knows about 2016, she might not bring out publicly. She might be talking to authorities there. So this is what, some hidden stuff. She's got stuff, but she's not necessarily going to spill it all for public consumption. Yeah, the lid is off the chalice. Here it is. The lid is off the chalice. There's so much stuff she knows about, and she's going to let public more than enough to keep people wondering. But the 2016 stuff about the election, what she might know, and that, I don't think she'll be public with that. I just get the feeling that that's going to be for a few people only. So she's really been thinking about what information goes where. Chariot momentum, moving forward. She feels like she can move forward now. Yeah, and here we've got the dark and the light. What has to remain under wraps and what can be out in the light. So she's got that decision, she's been looking at that. So she's not going to let everything out, because she feels that some things are for prosecutors and things like that. And here it is again, the two pillars, the dark and the light, what she can do publicly and what she wants to give to people to bring down Trump, that she knows will help bring down Trump. So she's got a plan, she's got a strategy. And these are, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 high impact cards for her. And 3 of them are like from personal experience, gaining her, like the magician, the high priestess. What she has everything she needs, and how she's going to disseminate, and the chariot, the 7, they're in the personal part of the growth. This part of her personal growth. But here we have this spiritual part with the hermit. So it's really, really interesting. She is going to spill a lot of stuff, and she has a lot of offers coming her way. But she also, I think she feels that she will talk to certain people about certain things, whether she should, she doesn't want to get herself in trouble by disclosing something that she knew and hasn't disclosed yet to people she's spoken to. So she's going to go through everything, and some things are she's not going to put them in the book in public. But you know what? That's probably about 10% of her knowledge. It's going to be 90% of everything she knows. But there is some stuff that she wants Trump to know. Who will Trump throw under the bus? It's him, and just be a random pick. Anyone, whoever is handiest, whoever is closest to him at the time that he wants to divert attention, he'll throw under the bus. If Eric's standing next to him, it'll be Eric. If, what's his face? Mark Meadows is standing next to him at the time he needs a distraction, it'll be Mark Meadows, all that sort of stuff. So, yeah. Okay, Stephanie Grisham's book. Wow. Let's have a look at her. Hi, Karen Bissell. I haven't seen you for a while. It's nice to see your name up there. Hey, babe. He's forgotten. Oh, bless him. You know what? I think I'll probably just fix it myself in a bit. Okay. So I'll probably ask you to. Oh, who will throw him under the bus first? Interesting question. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. Who will throw Trump under the bus first? Oh, God, the lineup. Get the people lining up. They've been trying to throw him under the bus for years. But hi, GMR5. Okay. Who will throw Trump under the bus first? Ivana? Will it be Ivana? Loss. Somebody who has suffered a great deal of loss and they're realising it and they know they have to move on with the Fool. The King of Pentacles, to secure their future, they need to do it. Coming down to a him or me. I think it might be. I said, will it be Ivanka? And I don't think so. I think, is it Bannon? No. Yes. Somebody who's comfort. It could be the Queen of Comfort, like Ivanka. I think she's with regard to business, but it's going to come down to her or him. And I think Ivanka, I think, is definitely going to, but whether she'll be first or not, it's someone who feels that they put their faith in him and he's put them out in the cold. Tower, and their whole life has collapsed. Partnership, they felt they were in a partnership, but they've been feeling embattled. And they're looking at a whole new strategy. I think Ivanka, with regard to the business, definitely. It's going to come down between I go to jail or he doesn't, or he does. Business-wise, it's probably going to be Ivanka. But political-wise, their whole world's collapsed. They've kept their faith up in this person and joined this journey willingly, but they've been shoved out into the cold. It's like, who's this person? And they're just seeing their whole world collapse underneath them. The loss of family. You know what? As strange as this might seem, it could be Giuliani. Secret deals behind doors. Closed testimony. Unnamed witness. If he can do it all undercover. I've always felt that Giuliani would never turn on Trump, but someone he was close with, and they're reevaluating and feel that they've been abused. And momentum changes, momentum. We've already established that we think that Bannon is going to flip, but you know what? I think that the person who's really going to throw him under the bus might be Giuliani, because he just does not have a choice. It's come to the point for him where if he's not going to die in jail, he has to do it. Okay. Stephanie Grisham's book. Let's have a look. Go back to the list. I think it could be Giuliani. I got that thought twice. And I do feel, look, Ivanka's already thrown him under the bus on some things, so, but I do feel it might be Giuliani who will really do it. Will anyone show up at the hearings? Oh, interesting question. Will anyone show up at the 1/6 hearings? When are they due? When are the subpoenas for? Anyone know? When are they due to appear? What date? Stephanie Grisham's book. Let's have a look. Guide to the Highest Truth and Compassion. Yeah, my sweet bear's forgotten about the coffee. That's okay. I'll just do it myself. I've got 2 legs, 2 arms, and a wonderful, wonderful community who are patient with me. I think I'll go for longer than 2 hours today. Yeah. Giuliani's just got too much on him. He's lost everything. And if he doesn't want to spend the rest of his life in jail, October 14th and 15th, hey? Thank you, Jane Bingley English. Welcome. Okay, will anyone show up at the hearings on October 14th, 15th? Yeah, they will, because if they don't, they know they're not going to get away with it. There's nothing they can do to stop the process. They know they'll end up in jail. And these are big cards. These are major. This is a big deal. Justice will come for them if they don't. So there's going to be some who will. Some who will. And there's going to be some who won't. And they will just find out very, very quickly what the consequences are of that. Yep. And their efforts to disrupt it. Oh, yeah, that's... Trump will lose that suit, yes. Nixon tried the same thing. It didn't work for Nixon either. Yeah. They can't stop him. He's got the right to free speech. Local authorities can stop him, and a lot of them won't let him hold rallies because he hasn't paid them for the rallies he's held. And more, it's getting less and less places are allowing him to do it. But you know, he could just start talking in the middle of a street, and they can't stop him. So yeah. Okay. Take 3, Stephanie Grisham's book. What's going to come out? Now, she was yeah, I'll take your questions now, I think it's called. She was the least seen. Lots of details. Lots of details in the book. What she saw. She sat back and watched a lot. You know why she didn't hold the press conferences? It's because she didn't want to have to answer questions about some of these things. She didn't want to have to answer questions about some of these things and the abuses. And the world, she definitely got she's going to bring in an even wider perspective. I don't know what that means. Don Jr., probably not. He won't. I don't see it. He doesn't see why he should have to. Suspension. Oh, they're worried. They're worried about her book. They're going to try. They have. I think they have been trying to stop it, but because, yeah, suspension. It's going to change the perspective of some people. Star. Transition. The Lovers. It was one thing when she was in the office, but when she was put into that position, she didn't want to have to answer questions. There's going to be a lot come out about why there were no press conferences and all that. And not just if Trump, because Trump didn't want anything or stuff. She really did not want to have to front up to the American people. She really regretted accepting that offer, and she was really feeling embattled. It's going to be a really interesting take. Will it change anything? Any view of Trump in the grand scheme of things? No, but it's going to be an interesting story. And of course, she wrote it for money and comfort. Confined. Unlikely as it might seem, this girl actually does have a conscience. And she felt really confined about what she'd be able to say. Hey, sweetie.
Hey, baby.
You forgot the coffee, have you? How do you do it now?
Oh, yeah, sure. You got your mug there?
There's a fresh one. There's the small one. They're all nice mugs.
Yeah, gotta get rid of some of them. Chip. You want to use your phone after I do this?
No, of course not. You want me to open it up for you?
No, I don't.
You know
Yep, me.
you.
Yeah, that's how you go.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Oh.
It's called, I'll take your questions now. She wasn't McEnany and she wasn't Huckabee Sanders. Yeah. People are saying hello. What's next? Dowd. Oh, he was a Republican, wasn't he? Or was he always a Democrat? I can't remember. But he's running for as a Democrat for the lieutenant governor's seat in Texas. Will he succeed? He has got G.W. Bush's full Bush is horrified with the way Texas is. He's got the full support. Hi, dishes and stitches. It's going to be a battle. Oh, no, sorry. It's going to be a celebration. The 4th. Yes, that's a big yes. This is a big yes. This is a big yes. Knight of Cups. There are some people who are going to be distrustful of him because Republican to Democrat, that doesn't tend. So there will be a bit of a thing there. Page of Swords. The star card, yes. Yeah, but I do think there's going to be some Republicans who will vote for him, even though he's turned Democrat because he was a Republican. It's a bit far out, but I see momentum gaining behind him. It might be a bit up and downy towards the during the race. There might be areas where it's a bit doubtful and stuff, but I think overall, yeah, he's going to win. He's definitely going to be building up momentum in the second half of next year. And hope, and the people of Texas they're shattered. They're shattered by what's been done. Oh, Scott Morrison is not. Scott Morrison is not a climate person. I'm not going to say he's a flat out denier, but he's not. He's unwilling to commit to certain things. He doesn't believe. I don't think he really believes it, and he was disinvited to a couple of things as well on his stances because he's not in China. He'll send somebody else, but yeah, I'm not going to say he's a climate denier because I don't know that he is, but he doesn't feel like Australia has a real role to play. Every country has a real role to play. Yeah. Okay. DeJoy, will he be gone by Christmas? Still got to get a couple more board members. Ace of Wands, that's a big yes.
There he goes.
Oh, he could be in jail by Christmas. Look at this. Ace of Wands, energy building towards that. But then he's got the Eight of Swords. He is in a lot of trouble with his own business. And it might be nothing to do with how he ran the post office, but he could be facing jail by Christmas. What's on the bottom here? Yeah, abuse of his position. In Glasgow, he was uninvited to the one in France. Knight of Cups was put there under false pretenses, false promises. But I do feel like he could be gone, but it's not really necessarily going to be anything to do with Trump. I think it's out in the cold, his own business. 5 of Wands. Yeah, I think he could be gone by Christmas and facing jail time, consequences for falseness. Energy building out in the cold. Constriction and confinement with the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Wands, conflict. He was already in trouble with his own business. The Moon, lies, deception, cheats. Yeah, it's something to do with his business, I think. Yeah, 9 of Swords, nightmarish. Page of Pentacles, money. Disruption. News about money. Yeah. I think he might be out, not because he'll be in jail. And then they'll just get rid of him. Say, well, we can't have that. Hi, Fern Robin Blank. Now, Pence 2024. Let's have a look. Hi, everyone who's watching later. Do appreciate you joining me. I'm doing a pet special tonight, 9 p.m. my time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern in the US. Quite late over East End. It'll be like 11 o'clock your time. And it'll be like 9 a.m., 6 a.m. East, Western, and in between, somewhere in that. So if you want to, okay, Pence 2024. What's going on with Pence? 4 of Wands. He's got a minor celebration happening at the moment. He's congratulating himself on something. He's congratulating himself on something with the 4 of Wands. Homecoming. In his past, the universe. Things, well, there was a change in his past, of course. He took the actions he had to take. I've never noticed before the frozen maiden in the ice with this card. He had no choice but to resolve the issue. He even called Dan Quayle, but these things have been coming out. And how close he came to not doing the right thing. Five of Swords. There are, you know what, be prepared for a lot of people to turn on him. He's not, because he's still being held as a traitor to the Republicans. Be prepared for that. Yeah, because it's going to be a long struggle. If he wants to reignite his political, because, you know, his past actions brought a whole new change for him, a whole new journey for him in the Republican Party. He's been congratulating himself that he's clawing his way back, but he's not really. 10 of Wands. It's going to be a long struggle, but, you know, he might eventually win. What's up?
$24.
For what?
For a haircut at Norm Wrightson's.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Thank you for that.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Interrupting you again.
Life's important things. Haircuts.
Yeah. I haven't had a haircut for how many years? Okay, you're getting angry with me.
No, I'm not. I'm saying you're talking to me about haircuts.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, look, he has the grace to look. He doesn't often get a proper haircut. When I was working, I had to get them all the time. So,
yeah. Sorry, interrupting you again. Gee, I'm gonna die in my sleep.
You're not going to die in your sleep.
You remember that?
I'll make sure you're awake and aware of every little lash.
Remember that French guy?
Huh?
Remember that French guy?
No.
No, I don't understand English. And I go, look, mate, if we don't sort this out, she's going to kill me in my sleep. You understand English?
Okay. 5 of Wands, conflict. He's got some conflict ahead of him. It's going to be a struggle for him. It's going to be a real struggle for him. Knight of Wands. He's going to have some people coming up and defending him. King of Swords. He wants to be really, really careful because he does not want to be open to prosecution in any way. King of Swords, using his brain, using his intelligence. It's not about prosecution, but that one. It's about abuse of a position. 9 of Pentacles. Look, I don't see him running. I don't see him getting the confidence of the party back to run. I just see him probably ending up in avoiding prosecution by cooperating or whatever he has to do. He's going to have a few conflicts here. It's going to be a bit of a struggle, and then he's just going to settle down into old age. Will members of Congress or the Senate be called for a public Jan's hearings? Yes, they will. Public, they might request closed door. But honestly, I think it should be public. But they might confer that courtesy on them. Hi, Angie's dad. But yes, they're definitely going to be called. I don't know whether it'll be public or not. They might confer the courtesy of a closed hearing, but I don't see why they should. closed hearing, it just means, you know, the Trump vote will just say, oh, it's just because they've got nothing, so they're afraid to show that they've got nothing. So will the hearings be public with the congressmen and senators? Eight of Swords, confinement. Six of Swords, messengers open. Look, Republicans want it behind closed doors, but they've painted themselves into a corner. Six of Wands, marching through the streets, public. Everyone can hear. The King of Cups, that's Biden. Eight of Wands, communications. Ace of Wands, lots of energy, blunt force out there. Ace of Pentacles, opportunity. They've had their opportunities to have their say. There's going to be some real tower stuff here that's going to change a lot of the way a lot of people think and the way a lot of people view things. The Emperor, keeper of the world, temperance. They want to keep a balance, and they know that they're not going to get the balance they want if everything goes on behind closed doors. They want it to be over. What the Democrats do, of course, the Republicans don't. Yeah, it's the Hermit, hiding things, shining a light on things. There's going to be requests. People saying, no, I can't unless it's behind closed doors. But you know what? I don't think that's going to happen. I think as much as possible it's going to be out in the open in public. And I think they should have to answer in public. Will Putin release dirt on the Trumps? He's been playing with them for years, and he's been playing with Biden and all the people who are trying to get dirt on Trump. He's been playing with it for years. Not unless it's, yes, the Sergeant of Arms will be called if someone tries to avoid the hearings. Yes. I think he's been playing with things. He'll only release it if it's to his benefit. If Biden agrees to lift some sanctions, or that he'll give them some information. Movement, Pentacles, slow, the Lovers. He's made deals. He's got a lot of information. It's like he's playing a game here. Now how he's letting one horse surge forward and the other one not, with the Chariot slowing things down, the Lovers, Eight of Cups, the Fool, Ten of Cups. No, probably not. He's got a lot, but honestly, it's just confirmation. I do feel he shared some things, but not unless it can do things like, this is the Hangman, get some sanctions lifted. And honestly, I don't see Biden lifting sanctions on Russia just to get dirt on Trump, when Trump is so good at putting himself in it. But he might, if it suits him. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, you know. No, Trump's not going to be able to avoid the hearings. He thinks he can, but he's not going to be able to avoid it. And good luck if he tries to skip the country. Will Trump be able to avoid the January 6 hearings? Let's have a look. Hi, NW. Queen of Cups, the devil. He's going to try. He's going to try and outrun the devil. But I just don't. He's going to try and make a deal. Possibly Knave of Cups, surprising you. He's really going to be surprised. He thinks he doesn't have to because he's an ex-president. He really does believe that. Three of Wands, consequences. There will be consequences with him, for him. Judgment, the world, and an end, a change. Judgment, the world, and death, a change. It's going to really be born on him that he's in a different world now. He's not going to be able to outrun the devil. They will go and get him. And it's just going to be a thing of what people are going to say, well, oh, yes, they will. GOP will pull stunts. Yes, they will. They'll be doing all sorts of things to divert attention. But no, if he doesn't turn up, it will go against him in a big way because there'll be a lot of people saying, well, if he had nothing to do with it, why can't he testify to that? Yes, I do see quite a few of them doing the perp walk. The Ivanka's is all going to be not going to be public. She's already sorted all that out. She's got things laid out so that public humiliation and stuff. But will Don Jr. end up in an orange jumpsuit? Six of Cups, past mistakes. 10 of Cups, yes. 3 of Coins, yes. Dirty money, something to do with money. Dirty money, laundering possibly. Will Trump's loans be called in? Will he lose Trump Tower? He's going to lose everything. He's even going to lose Mar-a-Lago. I still think that city of Palm Beach is going to seize Mar-a-Lago. I do. And they'll open it up as a public golf course. Let's see. Will Trump lose Trump Tower? Yes. The loans, yeah. Yeah. So we've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the tower itself falling. The Hermit. People coming back and light being shone on it. 6 of Cups. Past. Knave of Coins. About money. Yeah. It's got messages about money. Those loans are going to be called in. Queen of Wands. 8 of Queens. 3 of Swords. He hasn't paid them. He hasn't done what he should. 10 of Cups. Yeah. Those loans are going to be called in. I know everyone thinks Deutsche Bank is going to get Mar-a-Lago, but I think the city of Palm Beach is going to seize it. I just got through my head that all that money that he's been raising on that revenge tour is going to end up being seized. Will he die penniless? Will he? I'll go, will he end up penniless? Yeah. Is his karma bill to end up penniless? Well, for him, it'll be penniless. Three of Swords. He's definitely going to feel betrayed and broken. 10 of Wands and burdened. There's that Hermit again. You know what? I think there's loans and all that he took out that nobody knows about, and they're not the sort of people you want to borrow money from and not pay them. Knave of Coins. There's that news about money again, and 10 of Coins. The whole family, not just him, but the family, like his family. Knight of Wands. Investigations. 9 of Cups. Knight of Swords. Chaos. Financial chaos. Not just him, but, you know, the sons. Yeah, they're going to lose everything. 4 of Wands, their home. They consider Mar-a-Lago their home, but, yeah, definitely. I'm going to ask the question. Will Mar-a-Lago end up as a public golf course? Oh, the Republicans won the congressional game. Yeah, I just got going through my mind before that money that's been raised off that tour could end up being seized. Or frozen. Proceeds of I don't know, because he's continuing the big lie and stirring up people, it could be deemed as proceeds from seditious act or something. I don't know. So yeah, it could end up being seized. Okay, what was the question I was going to ask? Oh, will Mar-a-Lago end up as a public golf course? Eight of Cups, 4 of Wands, King of Cups. I think someone's going to, I do think it's going to be seized, and I think like walking a new direction for it. King of Cups, King of Cups. But I've got the 4 of Wands for home. What I think might happen is that they might divide it, the golf course part of it, and then there's going to be the club itself and Mar-a-Lago itself. Someone might buy Mar-a-Lago, the building, as their own home, and Palm Beach might build use that money to build a more respectable building for a public golf course. Maybe it's going to be justified. Whatever happens is going to be justified, and I do think it's going to end up as a public golf course. A trustee. Nobody's going to make him a trustee in prison. No, I don't think he's going to end up in prison. I do think that I see him flying at somebody. Physically, like charging at somebody. Like losing it completely and charging at this person. I just got that picture. Possibly even in Congress. He can't live there full time, no. No, they're going to seize it, I'm sure. I just can't see it going to. They want it and they'll seize it. What about Bedminster? I think that's going to go to a bank. Bedminster, will Bedminster be seized by Five of Wands? There's going to be a bit of argy-bargy over Bedminster. Four of Coins, him wanting to keep it. The Empress, the government might seize that too. The Emperor, or put it in hold. Knave of Coins, there's that thing about money again. Four of Coins. He's going to try and hang on to full. I do think it's going to be given up to a bank or something. Yeah. Yeah, I just got the picture flying through my head, and they're not always accurate. Not always accurate, okay? Those pictures that I get just flying through the corner of my eye. Doesn't happen very often. Sometimes they can be a bit unsettling, and like there was one I had, I won't say, it hasn't come to pass, thank heavens. But I just got this picture in the corner of my eye of him flying, like one of those Art Deco pieces of him, a person flying through the air and with his hands outstretched to grab someone and maybe choke the life out of them. So I wonder if he's going to lose it in the Senate hearings. Will Trump lose it in the Senate hearings? It's going to get split up. I mean, Palm Beach might even say to a bank or something, yes, you can have that, but we're keeping the land, we're keeping the golf course. But you can, you know, you can sell it and get your money back that way, because just the house itself would expect huge money. So where is he going to lose it? Assessment, 10 of Coins, King of Coins, 9 of, he's going to feel, he's going to feel really, really battled. The Star, imbalance, total imbalance. I do feel he could lose it if he does end up there. Charge, surprise to everyone. That shouldn't be a surprise. Yeah. Yes, they will, Deborah O'Neill. And hello, it's lovely to see your name again. Haven't seen you for a while. Will DeSantis try to stop Trump properties from being seized? Yeah, I think he might. Let's have a look. He might try, but I don't think he's going to have any power there. Yeah, I think he will try, but I don't think he'll succeed. 8 of Wands. He'll have a quick try. The Empress. There's so much, there's an abundance of debt that he owes. He can't do it. He's not going to be able to do that. There's just too much. Yeah. Oh yeah, every likelihood will try. Will other countries seize? I don't see other countries seizing the property. Companies and banks from other countries, certainly, but not the countries themselves, no. Scotland is going after it. Oh, yeah, I mean, Scotland will seize the property in Scotland. If it's the property in that country, they will seize it, yeah. Scotland is going to seize his golf course there. I think he even might have one in Ireland. Okay, guys, we're coming up with just past the 2.5 hour mark. So one of the things I'll do is I will wrap it up for now. I am doing the pet special tonight. So my darlings, if you want to, you know, talk about your pets and all that, 9 p.m. my time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern time on the US and 6 a.m. Western time, and wherever you are in the middle, work it out, and 11 p.m. over in the East Coast. So will Biden and Harris bounce back? All right, very quick for Clarence. Will Biden and Harris bounce back? I got yes. Yes, they will. They will. This is not an unusual thing. Yes. 3 of coins. Yes, yes. 10 of, yes. They're a strong pair, and they will bounce back. They will bring it, you know, the 4 of swords. Yes, they're in a bit of retreat at the moment, but that's because they're gathering their breath. 3 of wands. Yes, they'll be fine. 2 of swords. They're at a bit of a crossroads. This happens in the first year of every presidency. Just remember that. Trump Tower, and is Trump Tower in Moscow still being built secretly? I just get a picture of an abandoned work site, so probably not. Probably not. And if it's still being built, it's because it's not owned by Trump anymore. It's been seized or something. But I just get a picture. I just see an abandoned work site, so no, I don't think so. Okay, guys, thank you very much, and I will talk to you later on for the pet special. Love you all. Stay safe, stay strong, stay healthy, and stay loving, and I'll see you later on. Bye-bye.